Good morning. Happy to be with you again this morning. Um, excuse me. I was reading an article this morning that told about a lady who, um, sorry, well, let me get this straight here. Well, I can't, I thought I had the article that I could refer to, but anyhow, her name was Nadia, I believe, and she was one of the first women to ever be um, named as chair of a large corporation. She was named as chair as of PepsiCo. And when she went home that night, she was all excited about the news, and she was all excited to tell everybody about, that she's been named to the chair to the as CEO of this huge corporation. She walks in the door, and she said her mom was living with her at the time, and she says to her mom, I got some great news to tell you. And she says, hold it, before news, go get milk. She said, Mom, it's 10 o'clock at night. I don't care. We need milk. Go get milk. So she turned around and she walked back out of the house, and she's mumbling to herself, and she's aggravated because here, she's now a CEO and her of one of the largest corporations in the United States, and her mom is sending her at 10 o'clock at night to go get milk. So she comes back, and she walks through the door, and she walks into the kitchen, and she slams the milk down on the counter, pretty disgusted. And she said, Mom, I had this great news I wanted to tell you. I've just been named as CEO of PepsiCo, one of the largest corporations in the world. I've just been named as CEO. And her mom said, leave the crown in the garage. When you come home, you are a mother, a wife, a daughter-in-law, you're just part of the family. And it doesn't entitle you to special privileges just because you're CEO of the corporation. And it was a real humbling moment for her. But I thought about it. So much of the Christian life is about attitude. Attitude will determine the effectiveness of our witness. Attitude will determine the joy that we have in life. And if we start thinking ourselves as something big and important and above somebody else or higher than somebody else, all it's going to do is rob us of our joy. The Bible says in Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 to 8, it says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you the interest of others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ, who being in the very nature of God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage, but rather made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in the appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even the death of the cross. Jesus was God the Son. Had every right to come to earth and expect everybody to bow to him, everybody to honor him, everybody to revere and respect him. Had every right to expect that. But instead, he came very humbly. We're very soon going to be in the middle of the Christmas season. If you talk to the realtors, they would already have us in the middle of the Christmas season. But that Christmas season is all about that self-sacrificing, self-abasing attitude, where Christ said, it's not about me, it's about those I love. Sometimes we need to learn to leave our crown in the garage. Sometimes we need to learn that it's not about how much people want to honor us or respect us or give us the dues that we think we have coming. Sometimes it's just about recognizing that we're a child of God and we're here to serve and honor others. And that's the example that Christ set for us. So today, as you go through the day, why don't you leave the crown in the garage? And those in your family that you're around, those of your friends that you're around, take on the attitude of a servant. That's what Christ did. and see how much of a blessing you can be to them. And in doing so, you will find yourself blessed, I promise you. Something for you to think about today. You have a great day today. I pray that it's a day just filled with joy. And thank you for praying for Camille. She's headed off to work this morning and feeling much better. So thank you for your prayers. God bless you. See you on Monday.